family has been trying to murder me, and I've been hunted like an animal for 3 years. Watching serial killer movies growing up now seems much closer to home than I would have ever expected to get. The realisation of what my cries and desperate pleas for help were ignored, dismissed, and sometimes laughed off. I've ran barefoot to strangers' houses, their doors begging, telling them that I believed I was being hunted. The calmness to their carelessness has been scarier than the 3 years of my family's favourite new team sport. One I never signed up to play, but somehow I've never missed an event. In fact, the game couldn't be played without me. Being the main component, the only one at this, no matter the distance and my special role, the game always came to me, with different rules each time. Learning to play with no rules, or knowing you're playing at all, was always the element of the fuel that became the sick hobby. The conversation, the discussions about my hunt only felt uncomfortable for the first time that they tried to hunt me. After that awkwardness faded, it became their sick obsession. The rules for her getting harder and harder for her purposely, as they once wanted one match and only hoped to never have to attend again. Because I'm being hunted for an inheritance, guys. One match and they weren't going to attend again. But they became desperate, and saddened thought crossing their minds constantly, often mentioned between them, what will they do once the game ends? The game they've become accustomed to. It's a sport. They only wanted one match, but now I'm being hunted as a game, and they let me go. They let me go so the game can continue. What will they do when the game ends? Now they're addicted to the chase. So much so, one match against a single solo player target, they stretched into a sadistic family affair spanning 3 long years, and involving and inviting new teammates, even whole groups to play, changing the rules, but never the goal. The goal is to hunt me. Usually games like this, the main player doesn't see the finish line, always being shifted and distorted, manipulated, with faces that smile and distorted narratives. Second guessing if she even remembered seeing the start line. Each player doesn't see the finish line. It's always being shifted and distorted, manipulated, with faces that smile and distorted narratives. Second guessing if anyone even remembers seeing the start line. Each player she asks, their accounts vary. Some claim that they weren't a part of the game, yet existed almost centre court. If ever a boundary line made up an area for the event or where it could be contained, but the containment wasn't as exciting as it was for them if they were able to instead entrap, confuse, and then slowly strip away the very human experience. What should have been a quick one-match event now has had players sign up a list that is the power between the players, like they were attending a weekend barbecue. Distorting their reality so heavily, paying cults, secret societies, family members, friends, neighbours, ex-partners of mine, new partners, places of employment, corrupt police, corrupt doctors, lawyers, my whole town, the whole town of Collie, the whole community, they were all paid to unalive me. Group stalking, heavily manipulating, gaslighting your own children. My children have been kidnapped by my parents. Covertly turning them both against me. I'm the best mum that I know. Yet without cause, both my children were taken. They were taught that I was a drug addict, needing to be placed in a mental hospital. They have been they've been paying therapists to write forged notes for court. I had no idea I was in an inheritance. No one passed any of that information on to me at all. They even managed to involve my ex-husband of 18 years while I was with him. They started with hacking the whole family house 3 years ago and stealing $63,000 from our savings account. I believe my mum orchestrated this with my older sister, but there were too many of the family that were actually involved, the whole family. They then stripped everything from there, making from anyone on the outside looking in, believing any narrative that they slandered against me, that they needed to spread to make me look like I was going crazy. They take and attack your finances, your assets. They get loans in your name. They create defaults and debts. They orchestrate car accidents. In the last 3 years, so many car accidents, so many near-death experiences, all orchestrated to take me out, because they could see that my spirit team was guiding me to the truth. They needed to silence me. They take your finances, assets, get loans in your name. They create defaults and debts, orchestrate car accidents, leaving you without transport. I could be going to jail next week for a speeding fine. My first. I was going over by a reasonable amount, but I had my car impounded, paid to get it back, everything. But the courts are saying that I'm going to go to jail, even though I've never had another offence. Ever. I told them that day I was hunted all day and I just wanted to get to a church because I believed I was getting so close to losing my soul. Both the divine and I struggling in a tug of war against my own family for my own life. Both the divine and I bleeding at the knuckles as we both fight together, but as one, desperately trying to hold on to my soul, trying both to save my life. They were so savage. The fight has been felt like a World War Z. I'm always running. I'm never staying. And it's always done so covertly that you never know where the threat is or when it's coming. That's then used against you due to your nervous system always being on high alert, always in fight and flight, being made to question everything. The only reason that I was a frantic mother is because I was trying my best to heal from my attack, in that I was group stalked at my own home. so severe that every call to the police was intercepted, the information twisted, or the call just would ring out. I was trying to protect myself and my children. And when I call Crime Stoppers, I get told that they're closed. My ex-partner, he just attacked me because he is also a child that is being brought up in this cult. I believe is one of the 2 missing royals from 1986. They walked off and they were never seen again. It's not true. It's not true at all. Those 2 boys, those 2 royals that they believe walked off, they didn't. They were kidnapped. They were stolen by this cult. Like my children have now been stolen by this cult. They're in Australia and they need help too. They need help as well. We all do. We need witness protection. I can't keep running. I'm getting so tired. I believe my spirit team is guiding me to that he is one of the missing royals. That today he would be one of the kings. My ex had just attacked me and he was meant to be in jail, and while being gang stalked straight after his arrest, receiving calls and texts from him that he wasn't in jail, and people who looked so fucking close to him standing in bushes across from my house taunting me and my son. Every time I went to the police station or emailed them for mine and my son's safety, we got no help. And towards the end, they treated me like I was the problem. I was helpless, and I still am. My ex-girlfriend tried to hit my eldest boy and kill him on the way to school. Left him bleeding on the road. And the police won't do anything about it. I went to the police and they made out like it was our fault, mine and my son's fault. That she had hit him on the way to school and tried to kill him. So we would pack the car and leave town for safety, in which we were still stalked. Not knowing my whole family was involved in going there, more than likely got me abused there too. And then Mum would start. How everyone can see looking in that I'm an unfit mother, that I'm paranoid, that everyone is talking about how unsafe that I'm making it for my children, but always talking about being watched and followed and stalked. And this was always followed by doctor's visits. She wanted me taken to the doctors all the time. Demanded by my mum, and almost domestically abused if I refused to go to A ward, when she believed that it was the only place that I needed to be to get help. She would then degrade me and tell me that I was a bad mum in front of my children. I'd walk outside to put the bin outside, and she would covertly make my children lock the door, leaving me with nothing. No money, no food, no clothes. She would always tell them that for your mother to help herself, this is the only thing that we can do. Until she helps herself, we can't help her. Leaving me with nothing. I never stopped trying to help myself. Hence why I'm still here and alive. After being hunted like a sport for 3 years by everyone that I've loved or known. Bernadette Armstrong, you sent people into my home to poison my fridge food. and anything else that they could. You all paid people, all of the family. The punishment that gets handed down to you will be to the full extent of the law. The punishment that gets handed down to you, my spirit guides and my spirit team are saying, will be to the full extent. You were supposed to be my mother. I hope that you never get released, Bernadette. Taking my kids, I hope that every single one of you all get a charge of kidnapping each, attempted murder on my life, for hunting me. You chose the wrong one. My name is Ricky. On paper. My real name, the name I choose for myself, is Lucy. My name is Lucy, and I've been hunted by my family for 3 years for an inheritance and a property that was left to me in a will. They took everything, but the divine knows that my heart is pure and I never walked alone. The divine gifting me from birth to see everything. He guides me with signs and synchronicities, and when it was really bad, he would extend his hand and I would follow him throughout the stars.